Have you ever heard someone say, "I'm just not a numbers person," or "rich people are just lucky," or "money is the root of all evil"? Have you ever said those things yourself? These aren't just phrases. They are the symptoms of a deep underlying programming, a mental software that runs in the background of every financial decision you ever make. For the last 22 episodes, we've been debugging your brain's financial code, exposing the specific biases and glitches that trip you up. But today, we're going bigger. We're not just fixing a line of code, we're upgrading the entire operating system. Welcome to Thrive with Tima. Today, we're talking about the single most important factor in your financial destiny, your money mindset, and how you can physically rewire your brain for abundance. For centuries, we believed the adult brain was fixed and unchangeable. But one of the most breathtaking discoveries in modern neuroscience has shattered that belief. It's called neuroplasticity. This is the brain's incredible lifelong ability to recognize itself by forming new neural connections in response to new experiences, thoughts, and behaviors. Every time you learn a new skill, think a new thought, or repeat a new habit, you're physically changing the structure of your brain. This is where the concept of mindset, pioneered by psychologist Carol Dweck, becomes profoundly biological. A fixed mindset is the belief that your qualities, your intelligence, your talents, your ability with money are static, carved in stone traits. A growth mindset is the belief that these abilities can be developed through dedication and hard work. When you operate from a fixed mindset about money, for example saying, "I'm bad with money," you strengthen the neural pathways associated with financial anxiety, avoidance, and helplessness. When you adopt a growth mindset, saying, "I can learn to be better with money," you begin to build new, stronger neural pathways associated with learning, problem solving, and resilience. You're not just thinking positive. You are literally acting as the architect of your own brain. Your money mindset is the lens through which you see every financial opportunity and challenge. It dictates your actions long before any specific bias can kick in. First, a fixed or scarcity mindset sees the financial world as a zero-sum game. It believes there is a limited pie, and if someone else gets a big slice, there is less for you. This fosters fear of risk, envy of others' success, and a defensive posture. You're so afraid of losing your small piece that you never take that calculated risk necessary to grow it. You see a market downturn as a catastrophe, not as an opportunity. In contrast, a growth or abundance mindset sees the world as full of opportunity. It believes the pie can grow. This fosters collaboration, celebrates the success of others, seeing it as proof of what's possible, and embraces learning from failure. You see a market downturn as a chance to acquire valuable assets at a discount. You view a failed business venture not as a personal indictment, but as a crucial learning experience on the path to success. A fixed mindset avoids challenges, gives up easily when faced with obstacles, and feels threatened by feedback. A growth mindset seeks out challenges, persists in the face of setbacks, and sees feedback as a gift. It's a difference between saying, "I can't afford it," and asking, "How can I afford it?" Upgrading your mindset is the ultimate neurohack. It's not an overnight process, but a conscious practice of rewiring. Here are 3 powerful tools to begin your brain's renovation. Tool number 1, the mindset audit. For 1 week, become a detective of your own thoughts. Carry a notebook or use a notes app, and every time you have a thought about money, write it. At the end of the day, review your list. Identify the fixed mindset thoughts. For example, "I'll never be able to save enough." "Investing is too complicated for me." Now, next to each one, consciously write a growth mindset response. I'll never save enough becomes, what is one small step I can take today to start saving? Investing is too complicated becomes, where can I find a simple resource to learn the basics of investing? This act of identifying and reframing begins to weaken the old neural pathways and build new ones. Tool number 2, curate your brain's trust. Your brain's mindset is heavily influenced by the information you feed it. Do a ruthless audit of your inputs. Unfollow social media accounts that promote envy and scarcity. Mute the cynical friend who scoffs at ambition. Instead, actively curate a brain trust of abundance. Listen to podcasts, read books, and follow people who discuss wealth, opportunity, and growth in a positive, educational, and empowering way. You're surrounding your brain with the raw materials it needs to build a new mindset. And tool number 3, the evidence log. A fixed mindset thrives on a lack of evidence, so start collecting it. Keep an evidence log or a win jar. Every time you have a small financial success, you stick to your budget, you learn a new investing concept, you negotiate a small discount, write it down and put it in the jar or log it in your notes. When you feel the old fixed mindset creeping in, telling you can't do it, physically open the log and read your past successes. This provides your brain with concrete, undeniable proof that you are capable of growth and success, strengthening those new neural connections. The single greatest asset you will ever have is not a stock, a bond, or a piece of real estate. It is a brain that is wired for growth, opportunity, and abundance. That is an asset that can never be taken from you, and it is the foundation upon which all other wealth is built. You're not your programming, you're the programmer. Start today. If this episode has inspired you to start your own rewiring project, hit that subscribe button because we're committed to this journey with you. Thank you for joining me on Thrive with Tima. Now go build a better brain. Love you, mean it. Tima.